What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coach Unchained. Saturday morning it is, so not as early as normal, but it's early. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Whoever hopped in this chat this morning, but I do have a special guest this morning. He's blessed me with his presence. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna introduce this guy because I'm kind of excited myself right now. I got the 6 man K Style in the house with me this morning, man. What's up, K Style? How you doing this morning, sir?
What happening? What's happening? Happening?
Yeah, man, this is like something great for me. The first time he's been on me, I'm like, wow, I'm happy.
Hey
But
man,
hey,
you family, bro. Shoot,
hey,
I like
man,
you. Hey, I ain't got
so
nothing to do. I say I might as well go ahead and
yeah,
go ahead and get the people what they want. They want.
yes, sir. But hey, man, today, man, we're gonna just do a little talking about our free agency that we picked up. We'll talk about my boy Jalen, man. I just got some other thoughts about his whole situation. Who else we have? And talk about a little about the NFL draft and just some NFL news, man, just in general. So that's what we're gonna do
Okay.
today. So let me get some shout outs to some people. What's up, Shaka Zulu? Bumper Gump. Welcome in, guys, man. I know it's a little later than normal, but I'm in here this morning. And you guys got any questions, man? Put them in those chats. I try to get to as much as I can and answer them. So, but what's up, D Coleman? But what I'm going to do first, man, I'm going to talk about Jalen. I'm going to get that out the way this morning. You know, talk a little about his draft stock, man. I don't know what's going on. Cause everybody's, we seen what happened at the combine, and situation before I knew about it. I didn't know he was kind of involved in that little accident when the kid got killed, when him and the girl got killed himself in the car accident. I think they had a lot to do with him at that combine also, and also in his pro day. I think it still affect him. So it's like a mental illness type of thing going on with him right now. His psyche's not there, man. That's my thinking, but I could be wrong. But that's just my whole thinking about this whole situation about Jalen right now. I'm gonna wish that man well, man. We all should wish him well because knowing somebody and you're not directly involved in it, but you was there when it happened, it can mess with your whole psyche, man. It can. So, what you think on that, Miss Case, Al?
Ah man. Um, that's kind of where I was thinking with it. You have to think about it. You're going into a phase in your career and dreams that you have a plan in the NFL, and like you said, you have all this stuff going on. You have to think about it, man. They trying to connect this guy as far as to a murder, but they're trying to blame him for the situation because
Right,
he's the
right.
bigger name. And yeah, think about it. He young.
He's a kid, yeah.
He's a kid,
Yeah.
and you're going, like I said, you're going into a phase where you're projected to be one of the best players in a draft, and you got all this stuff going on beside you. Like your mind ain't gonna be right
Pressure,
because
man.
yeah, because you have to look at. Yeah, let's look at what the coaches and the team speak on him about. It's not that you don't really hear too much about him. Like you hear a lot of good things about him from the coaches and stuff like
Right,
that.
right, right.
So, like I said, it's a rough time for him, but it's just about having that right people around you that can help
Exactly.
lift you up,
Exactly.
help lift him up, and get his mindset right, and just get him that insurance that he needs right
I'm hoping that's what he has, man. Like I said, I don't know much about his family or whatever, but I'm hoping
now.
whoever's there for him is there for him. Not for his pockets, but for him.
Right. Right, because with the lawyer came out and spoke on it and said that where they said he ran off from the scene.
Mm,
From what the lawyer said was the lawyer said that he was told to leave.
mm,
He was instructed So it
Oh
wasn't
wow.
like necessarily on his accord. They just told me, yeah, you go ahead. And it's kind of
They trying
interesting.
to make the narrative something totally different there.
Right. So it's kind of interesting that with this guy being who has been projected to be one of a top three pick in this year's draft, and it's like now all of a sudden now the Warrens, now the character issue. Well, the character issue. Well, Tom Shea came out with that shit a while back
Yeah,
ago.
when he was a freshman. Yeah.
hmm So we don't like I said, we can only see how it play out.
All right. Anyway, got a couple more people hopping in the chat. What's up, Anthony PR, and Dre Murphy, and
What's
who else?
happening?
Yeah, Silas Draven, Miss Pam Johnson. How you doing in there? Appreciate you guys this morning. But
What's
yeah, man.
happening?
But like I said, I don't think his draft stock is gonna fall. I hope it don't fall, but I hope it fall to number 8. But anyway, you know.
That's the
However,
self. That's the selfish. That's the
yeah, that's the
selfish Falcon
selfish in
fan.
me. Yeah, exactly. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. But the media can ruin it. Our media can ruin you. You know,
hmm
it ain't bad as I thought it could have been, but it's just one of those things, man. That he just got to be prepared for whatever happens. So, welcome in,
But
Isaac Crime, Ephraim Jones, Corey Five Corey, right there. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Jonte's in here this morning. Haven't seen, man. You guys are hopping in this morning. I must came on a little later for you guys. Y'all finally woke up. So
hey, you know what they say? Do you know what they say? Most folks don't get up on the weekend till about
yeah,
noon anyway.
yeah. Because I'm usually in here about 7 o'clock my time. So yeah, this is a little later. I slept in this morning. I said I ain't gonna be getting up early. So, but yeah, but that's it, man. Like I said, just hope this kid, stay strong, man, and continue to strive to where he wants to be at. So that's
Yep.
my Jalen talk for today, though. But
Oh,
yeah,
definitely, definitely. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right.
yeah, yeah. What we got here?
But
Anyway,
what you got for a coach, man? We got the X's and O. What the playbook for today?
hey man, we're gonna talk the NFL news, man. So ain't much. Well, most of my stuff is about based on Falcons, but the NFL news, a lot of free agency going everywhere, man. We lost my guy Isaiah Oliver to the 49ers, man. I think somebody said Abdullah just signed with somebody did this morning. And yeah, so we lost a couple of people from the Falcons, man. I'm gonna wish everybody that who wore Falcon. I ain't gonna talk about that when I went to Philly. I don't care for him that much, but
Yeah,
gonna wish them all well, man. You know, that's all I can say about the NFL right now because I'm all about Falcons right now. Everybody else is just NFL people. So, but
yeah, I think that Isaiah Oliver thing. I think that kind of hurt a lot of people because you saw the growth and maturity of him, and you saw where he finally found his role to fit in with this Falcons defense, and it's just like it just a lot of fans started to gravitate towards him a lot more
right.
than where it was the first couple years because the first couple years was
It was
very very dreadful.
they had him on the outside. He's not out. He wasn't an outside guy. Not in the NFL. He wasn't anyway. But yeah,
Right,
that was
right,
just that
right,
was
right.
just the coaching. Yeah, that's all. That was just coaching who didn't know to use how to use them correctly. So,
Yeah,
but
hey, like I said, I know some folks saying may have a little bit of static on here. That's these little cheap ass headphones I got, so bear with me.
but yeah, but also then another thing I was thinking. I said I've been saying this forever. Just these guys want their own people in there. Isaiah wasn't one of their peoples either. So
I mean, it
I
does.
was
It makes sense. It makes
so
sense.
and that's why I say I think what's called may be on his way out too for some strange reason. Yeah, Hawkins because he wasn't one of the Falcons people either. Only person I think who they would keep are the main ones. Like you got AJ and those guys like that who are, proven. So, but yeah, we will see. We will see. But I think Hawkins will be here at least another year. His contract's over after this year. So, but yeah,
I mean, yeah, Hawkins has I think if they possibly cut Hawkins, I think that helps them in the cap situation. I think that adds like another 5 or 6 million to the cap.
yeah,
Um,
that's yeah,
yeah, yeah, like I said, that Jesse Bates signing, it kind of sealed the deal for a couple players.
yeah. That's true. Like I said, we're the only team that have been really cutting people. They all in free agency, but we signed a couple guys back, but not some of the ones that we thought that we signed back. But that's just the NFL way it goes now, man. That salary cap
Right.
is very important. They're trying to make those numbers work for everybody. So, but anyway, let's start talking about this free agent frenzy, man. We had a lot of good things that happened in this free agency period this time, man. So I'm kind of happy for this. I'm happy that the team did what they done. So, but the first person I want to talk about is Caleb McGarry, man. We signed this man to a 3-year deal worth $34.5 million over 3 years, man. If that's not team friendly, I don't know what is. So, and what that means is that, man, this offensive line can continue to do what they was doing. We can run the ball. We can just continue to run the ball. So,
Discount double check. Discount double check. But yeah, I think that was very, very key right there. Like I said, McGarry kind of understood what the mission was as far as I think what that deal showed you was how much faith that he's had in this, as him as a player have in this team.
right. You all right?
Nah, I drunk some water and went down the wrong hole. You know how that stuff go.
Hey, it ain't fun.
but he understand. He understands what the mission is as far as his team, and it shows that he wants to be here.
Right,
Um,
exactly.
I mean, we seen, and I said one of the most ridiculous contracts I've seen in this free agency market was the Mike McCliskey contract
Oh yeah, he got a
to
lot of
the
money.
to the damn Broncos, and this dude ain't completed a full season as a right tackle yet.
And that's the team that's the same contract they offered Caleb first.
Right. So,
People don't
so
realize that that's the same contract they offered him.
that chemistry is very important, man. Him and Lindstrom, they came in the same draft.
Exactly.
They had to grow together. Um, and to get him on $11 million a year,
Shit.
bruh, like you said, that was really he left about $6, $7, $8 million on the goddamn table to stay here.
So, but yeah, must be something about Atlanta.
Mhm.
But
Or like
go ahead, go ahead.
or like you said, the team itself.
Yeah. So that shows you that what Arthur Smith is doing with this team, making guys want to stay like that. Who could have went out and got their money. So he showed that it's not about the money for this team, pretty much. What I'm seeing from this signing here, it ain't about it's about the team. It's not about the money right now. So they have that connection with the coach or with the organization that they just want to finish out with these guys or whatever. So
And that's the culture that you want to build for a team that can sustain success in the long run. It's not
exactly,
necessarily always about trying to get the highest price free agent guys and relying on free agency for wins. Like you have to build a team within. You have to structure the team within to where you want guys to come in here for less.
but yeah, we're gonna man. I'm like I said, I'm happy for Caleb, man. And next guy we brought in was Taylor Heineke, quarterback. He signed a 2-year deal worth $20 million. Well, up to $20 million, but I think it was for 14 with six million in incentive that he can
Right,
reach. So
right, right.
still a lot of money though. That's a lot of money for a backup. But he's a backup. He's a different type backup though. This guy been on what 6 different teams in the last couple of years. Something's
Right.
happened to the quarterback. He was able to come in and sustain what the starting quarterback was doing pretty much. So
Exactly. And like you said, and he's another one of those guys that kind of understands what's going on in his team.
mm-hmm.
I think the first interview that he came out with, he said that Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot let him know straight up, we're going to bring you here as the backup to Desmond Ritter, but we want you to help him along the roads as far as being able to be that quarterback one. Because we have to look at Tyler Heineke's career, like you said, about 5 teams in 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you coming from a guy that wasn't drafted at all. He's a guy that came from the XFL. Dude was on practice squads and all that. So he's seen the quarterback position from the mud,
Hmm.
coming in, being able to, be a staple as far as the offense. Like I said, he didn't put up no eye popping numbers as far as what most fans will look at as a quarterback.
Right.
But like with a young quarterback like Desmond Ritter, it's good to learn from a guy who did it from the mud up.
Mm-hmm.
And that maybe one of the reasons why they didn't retain Marcus Mariota. Maybe Marcus Mariota wasn't willing to be that mentor to him to that extent.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Like I said. And a good thing about this kid here, he lives in Flowery Branch. He said he's
Yeah.
7 minutes away from the facility.
Well,
So
that boy gonna have a sleeping bag on the lawn. Be like,
yeah,
hey, even though I'm 7 minutes away, I'm sleeping on the lawn.
yeah. So hey, and like I said, $20 million deal for a guy who only averaged like 2 million a what two almost $3 million a year the last couple of years.
Right.
He said he could. He said him and his agent said they couldn't pass up this deal. Plus, it got him closer to his home, so his family can see him play now.
Hmm.
So
And that's what building the culture is all about. That's what
exactly.
that's what building the infrastructure, like you said. Yeah,
Hmm.
I know 10 million is a lot for a back. Remember, we had Matt Shaw for 6 years as a
Yeah,
backup,
yeah,
on average of $6-7 million a year.
yeah. Exactly.
So is it really something that we've never seen here?
No,
We've seen it.
but yeah. What's up, Wallace Smith, man? Got a couple more people hopping here. Jay Black 142, welcome in, man. Appreciate you hopping in there.
Oh man, they sitting here roasting my mic and stuff like that.
Oh,
Man, like,
they
hey,
still talking about you.
I love it. Forget all y'all. Hey, hey. I love y'all though.
Another PR said bad hooch.
got D Coleman over here
Hey
talking about
man,
hallelujah, praise my mic. Oh, get
oh,
get the
that's
hell up
D
out of
cover.
here.
That's D cover. Yeah, we're gonna talk about somebody.
I
All
love,
right,
I
guys.
love, I love it.
We got the top safety in this free agent class came to Atlanta, guys. Jesse Bates, the third,
Mm, mm.
4 year
And
deal, 64 and 200,000. Yeah, 64. Yeah, whatever. $64 million for four
hmm
years, and
okay.
he's getting that big part of the money right up front, 23 million this year. Then the next couple of years, the money gets smaller. Huh? Why is that? AJ comes up next year. Huh?
Hmm.
You got to pay that man too.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was now that's another good deal there too. The way they structured that deal.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, man, we this team is. I mean, Terry Fontenot. I see how New Orleans got away without paying all those people all those years, but they killed themselves in the end. But yeah, man, Terry front loading the money instead of back loading it, so it helps out.
Yeah, this is just one of those instances where this is kind of what plagued the Falcons for the last few years before Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot got here. That's what's kind of had plagued them is because I always say it like this. If you constantly have to restructure guys to make room to bring players in,
Hmm.
it sounds good in the short term, but in the long term, it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you said a key thing right there. You got AJ. Well, AJ Terrell, I think they
His
picked up
fifth
his
year now.
5th year option,
Okay,
so
okay. So
I think they got another 2 years to figure out what kind of deal they want with him.
well, that's what they did
Um,
with Caleb this year for this year coming up year too. So not Caleb. I'm sorry.
Chris Lindstrom, yeah,
Still. So this would have been Cliff's fifth year. Yeah, Chris' fifth year. So I'm
right.
thinking I'll do the same thing with AJ too because the salary
Hmm.
will go up next year. So
Right. So what they're trying to set it up, they're trying to set it up in a way to where they want AJ to kind of prove it this year that he may be the guy long term answer at
mm-hmm.
that position.
Yep,
And if he has a good year this year, they may give him that contract.
exactly. Or just make him put on that fifth year to prove it in.
Hmm.
So yeah.
But like I said, Jesse Bates that was a very interesting signing to me right there. Like I said, I've heard about him a lot from a lot of people.
Right.
I had to kind of go and look at
Same here.
him. I had to go ahead and look at him, and not look at highlights, but look at games.
Right.
That's the
Right.
one key thing that we have to do around here when we start talking about these players. Is we can't just look at the highlights. We have to look at the games in its totality. And this, and for a guy that can kind of play both safety spots, play the deep third, and a guy that could play close to the box, depending on what the defense is going to be very integral for this for Ryan Nelson and the type of defense that he wants down here in Atlanta.
Yep.
Um, that's kind of what the Falcons have been missing for years. They've been missing a guy that could to generate those turnovers from that
And that
secondary
deep
spot.
shift, exactly. We haven't had one of those in shit, 25. Scott Case.
Hmm.
Last person I can think who was doing it. Uh, um, unless I'm missing somebody, but yeah.
Well, but the thing is, you want to have a safety that can be able to do this for multiple years, not just one
True.
year.
True.
Demonte Casey.
Oh.
Ricardo out. Thomas Daku.
Oh my
But
lord, he's going deep. Ito went back to Thomas. Good lord. That's a Dooku. The
exactly.
cloud.
I call him cross-legged pose man.
Oh my.
That's what I
Oh, that
call
look
him.
when he was sitting there. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Don't know where that came from and don't know what was going on that day. So
But, but he's going to definitely be a tone setter for this defense as far and I know we're going to get more into the other guys that they picked up on the defense,
right, right, right.
but he's going to be one of those guys that's going to tone set for this defense as far as
Mm-hmm.
being able to attack the football, attack the line of scrimmage, just attack in general. It's the
And,
mindset that he's bringing to the squad.
and one thing I saw on the, looked at, like I said, looked at film instead of the highlights. He's a good communicator. He's putting people in the right
Hmm.
spots too. I was like, okay,
Mm,
he's lining up people correctly. So, and we do. In front of him, he's going to have some young linebackers,
right.
and they got young. He's going to have young outside. Well, beside, I don't know if Casey plays. He's a little older, but he's going to have AJ. He got to deal with. He's going to probably have to have Richie. Got to put Richie in the right spot. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's going to help out a lot. He's not
Right.
that old himself, but he's played a lot of football.
Right. And like you say, he's a guy that averages 3 to 4 interceptions, at least 3 interceptions a year from that safety spot, which
That's
is
a good
pretty
deal.
damn good.
Yes. So and I'm sure
Um,
Ryan Nielsen going to use him put him in the best spots for him to get those turnovers. So
hmm
it's a lot of bump and run, a lot of bumping.
There's gonna be a lot of man coverage this year. I'll
Yes,
tell you that
sir. Yes,
much.
sir. Yes, sir. So AJ, you better get that hammies right.
Don't do AJ like that, man. Hey,
No,
hey, 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 don't do him
all
like
those
that.
guys, man, because we've been playing that zone so long, and that off coverage stuff, man. This guy he get you in your he put them in their face, so they're gonna be
Mhm.
facing up with these guys. Gotta get physical, get stronger. Everything gotta happen this year. So
But it's interesting that you say that as far as AJ with the man coverage because I don't know if a lot of Falcon fans paid attention to like the last 5 games of the year.
mm-hmm.
If they noticed about AJ Terrell was he was following wide receivers a
Yep,
lot.
everywhere they went. Yep, exactly. I noticed that too. Yeah,
So that kind of tells you that bringing Ryan Nelson in was a wasn't necessarily a Terry Fontenot move, but it may have been a Dean Pease damn recommendation too.
could have been,
So.
could have been. Yeah, but like just talking about the DBs, a person I think I would like to see back on this team. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I like to see Armstrong on because I think Armstrong's a better man-to-man guy than he is a zone guy.
Hmm.
So that's a person I'd like to see them come back to give him another opportunity to come back and see.
Uh, oh, I think they'll definitely give him more of an opportunity because he got better at the end of the year. I'm not even gonna cap on that. He got better at the end of the year. That Cincinnati game was his
His baptism.
boy, that
That was
boy
a
got
baptism.
baptized. That
He
boy
got
got
baptized.
baptized at Lake Minnetonka in that game.
Yeah, he was baptized that game. But hey, he kept playing though. That's the only thing he didn't give up. He
Hmm.
didn't put his head down.
Right. So they definitely got a lot of guys in that secondary that are dog. That I ain't gonna say dogs, but they not scared to.
Right,
They
right,
not
right.
scared. They not scared to get punched in the face and come back and try to knock you out.
Yeah. So okay. But yeah, Jesse Bates. I'm glad he's here. So let's just hope everything is gonna be. I hope he's advertised like what he's advertised. You know, I hope he come and do what he's advertised about doing. So that's the main thing.
The main thing I think we're gonna be having where we're gonna be looking for with Jason Bates is can you control your zone? That's
Right,
gonna be the main. I think that's just my personal opinion. I think that's what they're gonna ask him. Can you be able to control your zone? Because that's all they're gonna need him for. Just control your zone. If you got to play man coverage in certain situations, can you control the guy that you're playing man coverage for? If we're gonna put you in the bad third, and coach, you said the main thing. You said he's a good communicator. That's
right,
very important.
exactly. All right. Who else we got? Oh, David Anna Yamada. How
David
you gonna
Onyemata.
Yamada? Yeah, that's how it sounds. DT from the Saints. From the Saints, actually.
Okay,
He came in 3 years, $35 million with 24 million guaranteed.
another one of those front load contracts.
Yeah,
Another
front
one of
load
those.
contract.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I love.
get him out
Hey,
the way.
hey, you bringing in another guy. You bringing in a guy that's familiar that Ryan Nelson is familiar with. A guy that can kind of translate his ideas to the defensive coordinator. You have a guy who and Grady Jarrett, and to me, and I say this was kind of big for Grady Jarrett because he needed a guy next to him that is willing to do the dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
Onyemata is
Exactly.
one of those dirty work guys from what I've seen from him. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's one of those guys that's willing to stand up a offensive lineman and let his guys behind him or next to him go and
Get to work.
attack.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And like you said, the last time I and we just basing on what we expect of them. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, the last time the Falcons had last time Grady Jarrett had a running back that was like that was Don Terry Poe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Done Terry. Then we let his why we let that man walk? I don't understand that. Till this day. Till
Smithers
this day, I
didn't
still don't understand.
Smithers didn't want to goddamn pay the extra $1 million that he wanted.
But it didn't get what you call a contract for 3 years and who got hurt the next year.
That was Desmond Trufant.
Yeah.
Uh,
I talked to Desmond's mom last night actually. You
okay.
know, that's kind of funny to talk about that. Talked to his mama last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the major problems, man. Dimitrov to me, like you said, he didn't do bad in the draft, but it was like those contracts is what killed this Falcons team for years, man.
But that
Like
go ahead. Sorry.
giving Robert Alford $40 million and cutting him after 2 years, getting Desmond Trufant his contract, cutting him after 2 years, Devontae Freeman getting him his contract, cutting him after 2 years. It was the same. It was the same pattern.
We was paying people who weren't even on the team.
Exactly. Like you said, James Carpenter contract, cut
Mm.
him after 1 year. Jamon Brown contract, cut him after 2 years. Yeah,
And they didn't play though. That's the thing. They was on the team. They didn't even play at all anyway because they was hurt.
right, right.
Yeah,
But
it's
but like you said, Anya Mata, like you said, just expect him to do the dirty work. Like you said,
right, right.
just go up there, just try to free up Grady as much as possible. That's what Grady really needs.
Yeah,
I can't have my defensive tackle talking trash with the Detroit Lions and he talking trash talking about, hey man, ain't y'all gonna block anybody else? They looked at him and said, nope. That's a bad thing.
yeah. And that's bringing up the next guy because of David Onyemata. Keaton Ellis said that's one of the reasons he came here, plus the coach also. But he said he loved playing behind this guy because it opened up so much for him playing this game. Because that David do it, like you say, he does all the dirty work and he was free to roam. So it's going to help those
Right.
linebackers out a lot too. So
Caden Ellis kind of he kind of intrigues me a whole lot.
yeah,
Um, I just found out not too long ago that Luther Ellis was his damn daddy, and I'm like,
right,
okay,
right,
you got the NFL pedigree right there, but
exactly.
if y'all pay attention to him, he's basically, like I said, he's basically Troy Anderson. It's the same as that type of linebacker.
And he's from Idaho.
You know what I think about them guys from Idaho and
That's what I'm
Montana.
saying. They got things to
Well,
prove, man. They relentless.
them motherfuckers, them boys fight bears. They hunt giraffes.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
and they bench press tractor trailers for a living. So yeah, they got a lot to prove.
Yeah, you talking about his dad? I
Hmm.
just found his dad is a chaplain now. I didn't know.
Oh really?
Yeah, he says his dad's a chaplain. I listened to his interview. He says his dad's a chaplain now.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
mean, his first name is Luther, so that sounds like a
yeah,
chaplain,
yeah.
right?
But he's a chaplain. I was
Okay.
like, wow. That's
Okay.
yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
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 He
Luther
was
Ellis, damn show. He damn show was a very key cog for those Detroit Lion
yes,
teams,
he
and
was.
so don't sleep on it. They like that move right there to me just basically just told the Falcon fans exactly what they want this defense to do: attack the motherfucking line of scrimmage.
If you if you're playing
Attack the
that
line of
outside
scrimmage.
linebacker, it means you should be good. You should be sacking everything that moves because it's going
Hmm.
the defense going to open up for you, especially with those stunts that they were running.
Hmm. That's all they ask them to do. Just attack the line of scrimmage. Troy Anderson, same thing. Attack the line of scrimmage. Arnold Ebiketie already attacks the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he just got to get under control. He
Right.
goes 100 miles an hour. Like, okay, put your body under control, buddy. You there, but you just too fast, and so
Exactly. But
okay,
that's another one of those good signings, man.
yeah,
What you
yeah.
think about that, Coach? How do you feel about
Like
Caden
I
Ellis?
said, I watched some film. I watched a couple of games of New Orleans just the other day, and the guy he's in the right spots at all times. So I like to see him, and like I said, with the pressure that I'm assuming we're gonna put on this guy, he's gonna be very inspirational to his team. He's gonna do a lot of the non work stuff, so he's gonna be in the right place and get some other people to shine because he's going on one side and Lorenzo on one side, man. Whoever's in the game, it's gonna be pressure. Like I said, we already had pressure last year, but this time I think we're gonna get more sacks this year. So I
Okay,
think he's the
okay,
guy to bring in just for like pass rush for sure. You want somebody to blitz or something? He's gonna be a real
okay,
serious blitzing linebacker.
okay. So what does that do? So I'm gonna ask you this question. So what do you think that does for a guy like a Arnold, not Arnold Ebiketie, but Ogundeji? Because like you said, they're bringing in a lot of these pressure guys in here. Like you said, and I think bringing back Lorenzo Carter was just a huge deal because, like you said, you add a OG to that line, to that edge rusher room.
Hmm.
Um, what does that do for a guy like Ebiketie? God, why I keep saying Ebiketie? Ogundeji.
Organization.
Yeah, because we already know what
This year,
Ogundeji.
I see Ogun Davy being more of that run stopper. If you do more like a play action type thing, he would be a better guy for that because he's gonna be more for the run and setting the edge. But if you're holding the ball in play action, you're gonna probably see him doing better this year because now he ain't got to worry about being that main rusher.
Hmm.
Because last year he did a lot more rushing than playing the run and setting the edge. I
Hmm.
thought last year, so I think he'd be more like the edge setter, doing the same thing that Take One gonna probably do. Because Take One gonna be on the outside also.
Okay, okay.
So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Ogundeji is basically what they asked Steven Means to do, but Ogundeji is actually he can actually do multiple things.
right, right.
So so that'd be very interesting. And then when we're still waiting on what the possibilities of a Rashawn Evans too, I think
Yeah,
that
he ain't signed yet either. That's weird. I thought he would been signed by now.
because they said they were they still had some in the works,
Right.
but we don't. But I haven't heard anything else about it. I mean, it's going to be kind of hard to see if they really resign him, but that's another one of those things where we'll see.
Lorenzo got what 4 mil, so you can just
Hmm.
probably expect the same from him because I would think
Right.
4 or 5 million. But if he asks for too much, they
Hmm.
may have to let him walk. So
And I hate saying that too,
yeah,
um, like Ryan Nelson, he's very big on Troy Anderson, so I'm thinking
hmm,
he may be expecting Troy Anderson to take that next leap as being
right.
that Mike linebacker.
So what they gonna do with
Um,
number the tree walker?
oh, Michael Walker.
Yeah,
I think they'll keep him.
I
You
think
still
he's one of
you.
those guys that probably can blitz also because he has a little bit more speed. So
Mhm. Yeah, I mean Michael, like what we've seen last year from Michael Walker is if you're asking Mike Walker to be the Mike linebacker, he's going
right,
to look
right, right.
lost out there.
Exactly.
But if you're asking him to be an athlete and attack the line of scrimmage, that's where he's best suited at.
Right.
And I think that's where they're going to keep him at because at the end of the day, when we look at a lot of these, especially in today's NFL, a lot of these top defenses always have a rotation of pass rushers. It's like a M60. You keep shooting that thing. You keep shooting that thing. Bullets is unlimited. Boom, 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 boom. Then you got to have a plethora of linebackers.
Yeah. So, like I said, depending on what defense they go in, if they go into that 3-4, 4-3, you're gonna see so many different formations. It's gonna be unbelievable. So you think Dean Pease had formation? I think this guy's gonna run a lot of formation out there too to try to confuse their offenses too. So
I don't even be honest with you. I don't even know what defense we gonna be in. To be
that,
honest with you. They might not even have a defense. They might be prowling out there all
yeah,
day. And
just
for a
go.
folk that well, folks don't know what the prowl defense is. Everybody gonna be goddamn standing up, even the defensive tackles.
Exactly, exactly. Playing like they playing youth football. Everybody stand up,
Exactly.
just go. You drop. No, you drop. No, you drop.
It, I like, hey, but it's the unpredictability that is very very intriguing, and is it going to be exciting for the Falcon fans this year?
Yeah,
It's going to be it may be an unpredictable defense because you have athletes at all three levels, and you have a continuation of guy even the guys and the depth behind it. The guys pretty
right.
much know the same role.
The only reason I say it won't be as much 3-4 because of the signing. We didn't sign that big body guy for that 3-4 in the free agency period, unless we go out and get one in the draft. The draft will tell you also what time the defense is going to run or what type of defense
Okay.
they're going to predict because
Okay.
we didn't get that 325 plus guy. So we
But
don't have one on the roster.
I'm glad you said that, Coach, because so my question to you would be is you don't mind me asking you
Go
this
ahead.
question?
You go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, so let's say let's just put in a hypothetical the Falcons decide to pass on a guy like Jalen Carter.
Mm.
Who who do you think would be a definite guy that would say could be that one tech, that zero tech for this defense?
Oh, we had to go down late first or early second and
Hey,
get
hey, it
that.
don't matter where they get it at. Who
Yeah,
who who you
yeah.
looking at?
Damn. The kid from Baylor, Isaka, whatever his name is, he'd be the
Siaka
first.
Siaka
See,
Siaka Ika?
that'd be my first choice,
Okay,
or even go deeper than that. The kid
okay.
from Coastal Carolina. What's his name? Big guy.
Jared Clark.
Yeah, those only
Okay,
two guys. There's a
okay.
couple guys that also kid from Texas, Corborn, I think his name is.
Colburn. I
Yeah,
call him that's
yeah,
Charles. That's the Charles Barkley of the defense line right
yeah.
there.
So you know,
That's a stocky big
yeah,
dude right there.
yeah. So you know, there's a couple guys down there that can play that, but
Hmm.
like I said, we don't get those big guys like a big guy 325 plus. You might well say we're gonna be in a 4-3. That's just my take on it. We tried that 3-4 last year, having Grady in the middle.
Hmm.
Grady's gonna do what he's gonna do, but Grady's not that body. He's strong, but he's fast. But man, but then again, it can work with somebody 310. It just got to be something special.
Okay.
So
Okay. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Siaka Ika, I can see that.
his stock is dropping big time though, which is weird.
I kind of understand why it's dropping a little bit because if you, I know for me, I've kind of had to look at a few games, especially with him
Right,
playing in.
he get played around a
Um,
lot.
yeah, cause I know they got him listed at about was it 6'4", 360.
Right.
But the issue that I saw with him is like even though he does get a lot of double teams,
Hmm.
he tires out fast. And I think that's what a lot of teams are looking at with him. Because you double team him enough, and you get opportunities where he may finally get that one on one, and he out there looking like he playing like he 270 pounds.
Right. 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 Right.
So
Isn't
people may be looking at that. That's why his stock is dropping.
right? There's a
Like
couple guys in there too.
mhm.
What's the kid from Michigan? I didn't like.
Mossy
Yeah,
Smith
I thought he got beat up in the Georgia game. I was like, dude, you getting destroyed. But then again, it's Georgia.
is Georgia.
So
it's kind of
man,
hard
he
to
got destroyed. That dude, what's going to whoop his butt?
it's kind of hard to really judge a lot of people against
That's true.
Georgia because
That's true.
everybody look like hot garbage
That's
against
true.
Georgia.
That is true too.
But
That's true.
Keanu Benton is a guy that I've been very intrigued by at that time. Like I say, he's not the 325 pound guy
Uh,
like everybody's thinking about,
hmm.
but he's like if they do move into that 4-3 opportunity, I mean I think they may still give Timmy Horn that opportunity to earn
Yeah,
that
Timmy's
spot.
there. Yeah.
But Keanu Benton is a guy that I pay attention to.
What school he went to?
Wisconsin.
Okay, Keanu Benton. Look him
Then and another thing we have to do too is we have to definitely look at a lot of these guys who was in the Senior Bowl because if we know
up.
the
Hmm.
pattern of how Fontenot and Arthur
Yeah,
Smith and how this regime is drafting, they draft a lot of guys out the Senior Bowl. So
true.
we got to pay attention to these guys.
That's true. But yeah,
Lord.
so oh
Oh,
yeah,
we got. Um, Somebody say,
cancer,
Kansas.
cancer. Yeah.
If the Falcons pass on defensive tackle at 8, Kansas is not going. We ain't gonna be able to get Kansas.
He's gonna be going to probably top 12. What?
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm still confused. Just felt to this whole pickup, this whole free agents, and this whole draft thing has got me confused about the Falcons. They never pick who you think they're gonna pick
I love
in
it.
that first pick. Yeah, that
I love
I love it
I
too. It's
love
like
it.
okay, people say who you gonna pick? I don't know. They say you don't know. I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know who I want them to pick up. That's different. But who they're gonna pick up? I don't know. They're not like the old regime. You know who the old regime is gonna pick up. They tell you 2 months ahead.
Shoot, they tell you a year ahead in advance. Be honest with you.
So
But like you said, they've attached so many needs in this free agency,
exactly,
and they didn't. And like I said, it ain't like they didn't get a lot of bums in those positions. They got quality guys, so it's like,
exactly.
where do the Falcons really go? And I think that's a definitely question that needs to be asked. And I want to ask you that too: is where do you think, in your personal opinion, the Falcons should do at that spot? Do you think they should get somebody in that? And I know there's quote unquote rumors going around that the Falcons are looking to trade up
I
with
heard that.
Arizona Cardinals, which I think is some
We trade up. That means we going for Will Anderson.
right.
It's
That,
simple
that
as
that's
that.
too that's
As
too
simple
telling.
as that.
That's
That's
too
too easy.
telling.
Too easy to tell. That's just automatic.
Right,
But oh man, yeah, that's who that would be. We could do that. That's Will Anderson all day. But what are you
right,
gonna give up to get to that 3 spot though?
right,
That's the thing. What are you gonna give up to get to that spot?
right. But
You know,
like what I said, that eighth pick is so intriguing this year because, like you said, this is the first time we've seen the Falcons be this aggressive in
in
free
free agent,
agency.
exactly.
And it's like, okay, they've hit a lot of necessary needs. It's like, okay, so you think best player available, or you think best player available on their board? Like, nobody knows.
Right. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about wide receivers. Do we get a wide receiver at 8?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell no.
I couldn't see it, but
Ain't none of these receivers worth a top 15 bit.
that is so true. So do we go Christian Gonzalez?
That's
See,
that's
if
what
we
I'm
trade
saying.
back, he's gone too.
If we trade back, he's gone too. Like I said, if they stick at 8, they may go Christian because I actually it is
I, I,
despite me
I
wanting to
can't pick
go
him at
defense,
8. I can't pick him at 8.
it's hard. It's
But the
hard
guy,
to say.
man, he's smooth. He's so smooth, man.
It's
Uh,
because like I say, if you're picking up a Christian Gonzalez, you're basically essentially telling yourself that you don't really believe in AJ Terrell because, like you said, if you got
no,
a
no, no, no,
no,
no, no.
what you got on that?
The reason I say that, why not build a dynasty so nobody can't throw on you?
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
true,
saying?
but that's true too. The
But
problem is,
think about what the Saints done. They got two strong cornerbacks supposedly,
right.
and
That they drafted years apart.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yeah, the only reason why I say that is because if you like I say if AJ like it's just going to be dependent on what they do with AJ Terrell. Like I said, he got
right,
the 5th year option.
right,
Um, so he may be expected to come up with some money. You
right.
draft a Christian Gonzalez. Like I said, you may be able to hold off on him for about 3 or 4 years, but eventually, you know what? Now I think about it, it may not be a bad idea after all, because if you draft Christian Gonzalez,
He got
you got
5
about
years.
4 or 5 years to determine if
Exactly,
you want to pay him or
exactly.
not. And if AJ Terrell gets paid this offseason or next
Mm-hmm.
year,
Mm-hmm.
if they're front loading it,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I
And
you
who
know I
and who
I, I
and
couldn't see it.
who don't know what happened to AJ in the next 4 years?
Right. So, like I said, if they go that
I'm
route,
confused.
I wouldn't be mad if they go down that route because you're trying, like I said, you're trying to build a defense. I wouldn't
Right.
get mad at that
But
route.
Wilson may be there too at 8.
Tyree Wilson.
Hmm. I like him. I do. People, I don't see that number 8 pick in him. Me. That's just
Hmm.
me. I'm
Okay.
different when it comes down to D linemen.
I think
Feel
Seattle
about that.
too. I think Seattle too high on Tyree Wilson. I don't think he gonna make it to that
They
eighth
were
pick.
high on Jalen. I hear a lot of Jalen Carter. Got him up here. I hear a lot of Jalen Carter talk still. Still.
Hmm.
So, but
But like I said, I don't think they, like I said, I think Tyree Wilson. I still think they may be higher on him. But
yeah.
I think if they go in defensive tackle, I think they might go for a guy like Brian Brees.
Hmm. He's there.
Hmm.
You can get him
Okay.
later though. He's one of those
Yeah.
guys that.
Cause Seattle got two first round picks this year because they got the
Yeah, they
20th
got the
pick too.
20th. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if Christian Gonzalez is there, like I said, I wouldn't be mad about it. That actually
I can
wouldn't
see
be a bad.
I can see
That wouldn't be
Seattle
a
going
bad
to get
idea.
Christian Gonzalez too.
I could see the Arizona Cardinals picking that up.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting draft. You got
Mm,
some a lot of open space for anybody can go anywhere except the quarterbacks. You know where they're going pretty much.
right.
So I don't know.
Well, I'll be goddamn. Who said Will Levis? I'll be goddamn.
Oh my lord, he ain't coming here. Shit, they get
I'll
shot.
be damn. You look. You think the city of Atlanta? You the city the man the
Yes,
city of Atlanta will burn the
that
Benz
Sherman
down. They get
Sherman gonna
Will
burn it
Levis.
down. Sherman
they
coming
gonna
punching it again.
they gonna burn down the Benz if they
Shoot.
do that.
But yeah. But anyway, some more talk, man. We got some people that we brought back also. We got the punter came back, which is very important because special team is part of the game. And
Mhm.
this guy did a great job for us last year. So Bradley Pinion is back in the house.
Okay.
And somebody who surprised me that I actually surprised that they brought him back, Keith Smith. Although I understand Keith Smith is
Yes.
he's a good run blocker. He also is a good special teamer. So yeah, that's another good pickup to bring back is Keith Smith. We brought a lot of people back. Who else we brought back?
I,
Lorenzo. That was almost a had to, I think.
mhm.
So
I love it.
yeah,
I
same
love it.
here.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting that they prioritize bringing back the special
Special
teams and
team,
making special
yes,
teams a
exactly.
very important part. Because like even with Keith Smith is very good on special teams
Yeah,
too.
he's the up man.
Hmm. I love it. I love it. Like you said, Bradley Pinion that helped the Falcons a lot this year. There were a lot of people don't realize about punters is even though you may say, okay, the punter position is irrelevant. The punters help your defense a lot if they be able to
Change
flip.
the
They can
field, baby.
change the field, baby. That's all they need. The further back your punter can, the further back the punter can put the opposing offense, the more that opposing offense have to work to get to that touchdown.
Yeah, he came back on how much they paid Keith Smith?
I
Not
think it was like 3 years, 8 million, 3 year,
right.
$8 million deal.
Or for paying, yeah, he got 3 years, 8 million. That's a good deal.
Right, right. That boy, that's a cheap ass deal.
Yeah, for a punter,
Hmm.
but he wasn't a Pro Bowler, so he became a Pro Bowler. But he got a Super Bowl win, so
I
that's a
think,
good thing. He got one with Tampa Bay that year, but he was
yeah.
hurt that year. But he got one with Tampa Bay. Oh yeah, also we signed Tay Davis. I forgot about that cat. Tay Davis. What he gonna do? He started 5 games of his career. But I found out something I read on this kid. You know, he was a safety in college.
I mean that too. That does wow. I mean, that kind of makes sense with him being
Yeah,
220 pounds.
yeah. He's a safety in college. He only moved to linebacker his senior year. So that means he has some speed then. So that's a good thing. But, okay, what we got in the chat? Oh, we
Yeah,
got that.
I mean,
Oh, I ain't gonna acknowledge that kid, that Saint guy. He's
I don't worry about that.
yeah.
They still crying in the car right now.
They they that car broke down still, but they still want it.
Said that Monte Carlo ain't got no
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 wheels
engine
on it.
oil in it.
It got no wheels on it either. But they can have it. I sell them my car. I got a old Mercedes outside. They can have. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Mm. Hey man, shoot, the way the Falcons they trying to build this team, they trying to build this team like a damn 96 Toyota Corolla. It
Yeah.
ain't pretty, but that thing lasts a good long time.
But like I said, we gonna find a wide receiver to
Ooh,
go with Dre.
don't talk about wide receiver now. A lot of y'all don't know, man. Coach got a wide receiver that we both like in this draft.
If he there, man, oh my lord,
I'm taking him.
I'm taking him.
uh, Andre Yosivas, I'm taking that.
That's it, man.
I'm taking that.
If we get down far enough and Jada Kiss there, I'm gonna get him too. Those are my two I want. I don't care what nobody
Okay.
else say. If I
Yeah.
get those two guys, but he well shoot.
But
But but we talking about cornerbacks also, and we talked about it earlier. We can go in the later round and get some good cornerbacks out of there too.
hmm,
We don't have to get no cornerback early.
right.
That's why I say trading back is a possibility of this team. I don't know why. I can
I
see us
mean,
trading back, getting
um,
a later first, another second, and probably another fourth out of that 8 pick, and probably
I mean,
something next year.
it makes sense.
I
I
can see
mean,
it
if you
happening. This dude
and
talk about some.
like you
Okay,
said, it'll be a bargain deal if they trade back.
yeah,
Cause let me see, corners. I have to give a shout out to Blackberry. He put me on Eli Ricks.
Eli Rich. Yeah, Eli Rich pretty decent.
Mhm.
I like Eli Rich.
But it's gonna, like I said, like we don't know where they going here. I
No,
don't know what they
I
looking for.
I
I
can't even
don't
talk
know.
about it.
It's like
I don't know, man. Every show, I don't know where I want them to go.
they go the complete opposite.
Like I tell them, I say I love Jalen Carter, but is he going to be the right fit? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we just picked up the kid from New Orleans. I ain't gonna say who's better, who's worse, or who's better, whatever.
Right,
Almost the same style.
right.
So, which I can understand for depth, yes, but I don't know. If he's there, do we pick him up or we don't pick him? I don't know. That's a hard thing. If the only thing bad about it, if we don't if he's there at 8 and we don't pick him up, you're gonna have so much complaining and so much of this and so much of that. Man,
I think we've learned now that
nobody's satisfied.
no nobody ain't gonna be satisfied
That's
to
true.
whatever the Falcons do. I mean, at the end of the day, no, like
Yeah,
this regime don't care. They
they
don't
don't
care
care.
who's not
Exactly, they don't care.
satisfied.
It's like okay,
They don't.
this is our
But
decision. We made the decision. Yeah. So,
right. I mean, and it makes sense too because, like you said, and I think this is where a lot of the Falcon fans, a lot of us are divided in because everybody wants to see this team succeed, but
right.
everybody has different ideas on
How to
how
do
the
it?
team.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And the problem is when you have that type of divide where, okay, you have this section of people saying, okay, let's build in the trenches. You got this section of people saying, we need to go and get elite quarterback. We got a section of this people talking about we need to draft a quarterback. We got a section of this people talking about other things. And it's like, at the end of the day,
Hmm.
regardless on what direction that you're talking about, everything has to be together. Everything has to work together.
Hmm. But I
Like
want
you
to think.
said,
Go ahead.
like you said, if you talking about bringing in a lead quarterback or whatever, not, you still got to have complementary pieces around them.
Hmm.
You talking about building in the trenches, you still got to have complementary guys around them. If you talking about drafting a quarterback, you got to make sure the team is built around him as well. So at the end of the day, there's three phases in the game, bro, and you got when you have certain outlets and you have certain personalities out here that is banking on that divide, and then that's what's really killing the whole fan base in itself.
Yeah.
They're banking off of it.
I got another question for you.
Oh,
What
okay.
what what if what if we go number 8 and pick up Peter Show, whatever his name is?
I can't. The only reason why I can't see that because you just signed. You just signed. And now if they didn't re-sign Caleb McGarry, I can see that.
Okay, okay. I got another point of that.
Okay.
All right. Jake's getting long in the tooth, right?
Okay. Okay.
We do need a guard.
Mhm.
Peter has played guard too. He played guard in college his first
Mhm.
first year.
Okay.
Is that possibility to put him at that guard to Jake's ready to hang up the belt?
Mm. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Only reason why I wouldn't suggest doing that is because if you're picking that high on a tackle to move him to guard, that's kind of a major risk there. Like
Yeah.
I can understand
Jalen
if it was.
Mayfield.
Well, Mayfield was a third round pick, so you can
That's true.
experiment with that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
you're
That's right.
talking about a first round pick in that
Yeah,
standpoint. See
that's true.
me, see me. If I'm looking for a tackle slash guard that I can get second, third round, I'm
Hmm.
looking at Cody Mox from North Dakota State. I've been high on this guy.
Yeah, you've been
Um,
talking about for a while.
yeah, yeah, the guy with no fronts.
No,
Yeah, that's
the toothless wonder.
the toothless wonder. Like I said, because the one thing that I looked at, especially with the Senior Bowl, and it's very interesting that I watched kind of like the Senior Bowl practices,
Hmm.
is he been put that like they've been working him out as a guard at
Mm.
the Senior Bowl, even though he's played left tackle.
Yeah, short arms though. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, and plus he's one of those guys that were like a tight end converted left tackle, so it's like he's kind of on the slim side of the game.
Yeah.
But the one thing I say is if you run into an offensive lineman with no teephuses, there's a little crazy in there. Now, I think that's something that you might want to put
Let
in
me
your
smile
repertoire.
at you. What you smiling at? Not you.
Exactly. That's it. That boy can smile and whistle at the same
Mm.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But
It's like I said. This draft is deep. It's deep. It's too
right,
deep. I think
right.
this has been in all phases of the game, from every position. This draft has somebody you can use.
hmm
So,
but like you said, with a guy like Andrew Voorhees who got hurt,
oh
um,
yeah,
I
voice.
know his draft stock gonna go down
Yeah,
because he tore his ACL at the pro day.
that's
Like
true.
you said that, but 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 with that left guard spot, like I said, Justin Schaefer is not out of the race, y'all.
Yeah,
He's not out of the race. And I
that is
think,
true.
and I'm thinking, and if coach, if you thinking what I'm thinking is,
That's true.
like I said, they've been holding that magazine back for a year and just
Been holding him,
developing
yeah.
him.
Hiding him out. He hurt now.
Mhm,
That sucker wasn't hurt. He was still
mhm.
handing that Magic City. He wasn't
And
hurt.
exactly. So he's going to be a big player at that left guard
Yeah,
spot
that's
this year
true.
too. So I
That's
believe
true.
I believe
Hope he wouldn't have got stronger. We will see. We will see. We will see.
exactly.
But yeah, what else we
But
got in there? That's about all we got there. Man,
what you got? What you got? What you got?
let me see. I don't know. I had something else in mind.
Oh, I'm gonna say everybody better go ahead and hit that like button, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Uh,
hit
Yeah, I
that
might.
like button, guys. Please.
Uh,
I forgot
I'm
about that
about to,
today.
hey
Wow.
look, I'm outside to bring out the cup and shake it like,
Shake it.
got any likes?
Oh, I had some more people hop in. Hey man, who is that guy there? Nathan Floyd, Danny Trujillo. I think that's how you pronounce his name. In
Danny
bottom boy
Trejo,
Phelps.
Danny Trejo, he spelled
Danny
it a
Trejo.
different way.
Yeah. He spelled it, yeah, some kind of way. But yeah, Mr. Danny. But yeah, man. Hey guys, I want to appreciate everybody who came here today, though, for real. Red Swarm, welcome back, man. And the Atlanta Falcons fan. Okay. Josh Gillum. I got a lot of people here today. It's been a good morning, guys. I want to appreciate everybody. I want to definitely thank K Style though. He hopped in this morning
I
and must
appreciate
be
you letting.
asleep.
Could be, but I definitely, hey, I appreciate you letting me come on
Hey
with you.
man, I appreciate it. But you guys, man, it's been a good day. It's gonna be it's beautiful at my house today. Anyway, sun's out, so I can't complain.
Sure, it's gonna be some. Yeah, I take baby girl. Probably take baby girl to the park and let her wear herself out. So it's gonna be a good day.
Cool. But people, don't forget, man, support this team. They're doing good things. So I know you guys see it. I know some of you guys still gonna complain about it, but this is what you got. You got to deal with it. You gonna be a fan. You got to deal with what they putting out there. That's how we're gonna be this year, man. But I'm Coach, and that Mr. K Style on the end. Give
Yes,
them your
sir.
goodbyes and let them know where they can find you at, Mr. K Style.
Man, like you said, if you already know, man, you already know, man. The conglomerate is real over here. And shout out to AFN. Shout out to the Unholy Alliance. Like I said, you make sure you
Everybody,
go ahead and
man.
subscribe to Six Man K Styles, man. Hey, hey, we live 3 4 times a week, bro. So you already know, man. We gonna give you like a lot of our thoughts. Y'all getting them live, so ain't no rehearsed stuff going on over here. This is all live over here.
Oh yeah.
And shout out, and like I said, for my motto with everybody, like I said, AFN, Champagne Confessions, Utah Sports, Culture Unchained, Blackberry Lorex. Like you said, we it's all is one. That's the movement over here. Hashtag all is one.
Cool.
That's what we do around here.
Oh yeah.
So and appreciate the Saints fans coming in here trolling.
Oh.
'Cause we love y'all. Cause
They
I
always
know
be under that bridge trolling. That's those little trolls who are always
we
hide under the
we
bridge.
appreciate y'all, man. We got extra cotton soft pillows for you to sleep
Mm,
on and cry yourself
mm,
to sleep.
mm.
So hey man, that's all I got.
Thank you. Hey guys, don't forget, hey, OTAs and everything will start pretty soon too. I think the
Yes
draft is
sir.
coming up, so stay tuned for that draft show, man. I'm sure there'll be one on more than one feed. So, but come to AFN and watch theirs. It's always gonna be better.
Oh boy,
Anyway,
that draft show gonna be hilarious.
woo,
I got
I took off for 2 days.
I'm tell you I'm
So
taking them days
I
off
took those
because
days off.
I'm gonna need I can't go to work the next day after
Yeah,
doing that draft show.
I
I'll
took
be
off for two
damn.
days. So, but also guys, stay tuned tomorrow at what time? I think tomorrow at 11. I think to the regulator show. So stay tuned. I'll be there. Me and the rest of the family will be there tomorrow. You know,
Yes sir. Shout out to the regulators.
yeah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button at Coach Unchained, AFN, Six Man K Style. Hit all these channels. Everything AFN, man, hit the subscribe button. Don't care where you at. And also hit this like button on this show this morning, please. And again, I want to thank K Style, man. I want to thank everybody who's in the chat for joining me this morning. And I'm going to go do something. Don't know what, because the wife ain't told me yet, but I'm going to do something. But
Hey man, that lets you know it's a good
yeah,
Saturday morning, boy. Everybody don't know what to do. The
don't know what to
sun is
do.
out.
Yeah, sun's out.
Ain't no raining going on or nothing. So
She ain't
hey,
gonna
it's
stay in
all
the house
love.
with her. So, but
Probably watch me a documentary or two today. So I'm about to be good.
I think I wait tonight to do all that. I ain't doing nothing today. I may go back and lay down because she ain't up yet. But
And she gonna
But
sneak out. She gonna sneak. You gonna lay down, boy. She gonna
hey,
got
man,
she
you
gonna throw
boy,
that pot of cold water on your head. Like,
are you
shut
ready?
your ass up.
So, but yeah. Anyway, people, again, thanks again, man. I appreciate y'all again. Like I said, it's Coach Unchained. You guys have a great day. See you guys on the regular show tomorrow. And always tune into AFM, man. Appreciate it. Peace.
Boom, 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 boom. Deuces.